Carter. I'm an opera singer and a type 1 diabetic, as you've already heard, but for 14 years. Tonight, I will be pulling back the curtain on opera for you. Perhaps you try using some operatic lingo tonight. You can try toi toi toi, which is the German way of saying good luck, or bravo, which is the Italian way of saying good luck. Or another Italian phrase is in bocca al lupo, where the performer responds with crepi al lupo, which means in the mouth of the wolf. So more about me before we keep pulling back this curtain on opera. I'm also a blogger. I'm a yogi, 405 yoga, whoop whoop, and a private music teacher of both voice and piano. So how did I become a professional performer? Well, the career chose me because for some reason I can't stop performing in front of people. I got my Bachelor of Arts in Music in North Carolina, and I got my Master of Music in Oklahoma City at Oklahoma City University. A career in singing. How do you make money? You don't. Just kidding. You do make money through auditioning, networking, practicing, recording, self-branding, and then you end up booking more and more gigs until you make that money. So wait, what is opera? This girl is an opera singer? Okay. Opera is an all-encompassing art form where you get the music, you get the performers, the vocalist, the instrumentalist, librettist, visual arts like design and dancers, and all the technicality. If you could see what's going on right now behind this stage, you would understand a little bit more about opera and performing arts. And then next, I have to have notes. If it's not a song, it has to be notes. So live performances with music started way back in the day with the ancient Greeks telling ancient myths and tales. And it wasn't until the 1600s that the term opera was coined. Opera in Italian means work. Since the Renaissance, opera has increasingly developed into structured work that is still performed today, believe it or not. And opera is performed everywhere, not just in these famous opera houses that you see on the map. And it's performed in multiple different languages. I personally have sung opera in Russian, French, Latin, Spanish, German, Italian, English, and Mandarin. And Oklahoma is one of the largest hubs for opera. You might recognize some of these faces: Kristen Chenoweth, Leona Mitchell, Kelly O'Hara. Oklahoma is big for opera due to its centrality in the country, the support for the arts here, and the number of performing arts universities. So I have mentioned the three main elements of opera. We have music, we have the story or the drama, and we have the visual aspect, the spectacle of it all. So the musical element includes the singers, the composer of the opera, the instrumentalists that make up the orchestra in the pit, and the maestro or music conductor who directs all the music in the front. You know, the one with the baton. Now, the drama element of the story is my personal favorite. The person who writes the lyrics to an opera is called a librettist. The plot is determined by the librettist, but made alive through the music of the composer, like Mozart or Puccini. The spectacle or visionary element of the opera is determined by the artistic director, which is a really cool job if you want to look into that. The set of the stage, the costumes and the props the performers use, the staging and the choreographer and the choreography of the show and how the performers move, and the venue all creates the spectacle of the opera. So as you can tell through these three main elements, and as we're pulling back this curtain on opera, there are so many moving parts behind this curtain, which equals a lot of jobs, lots of opportunities, and lots of work to produce an opera. This all-encompassing art form that we call opera is also universal. Music itself is a language to be translated and performed by musicians. And on the next slide, you'll see some pictures of me performing in Italy, Austria, and here in Oklahoma at the Haydn Festival. Another way music is universal and is communicated between different musicians is solfege. Now, you've all seen the movie The Sound of Music, where she goes, do, a deer, a female deer, re, a... Okay, you don't have to sing along, but you get it. So I'm just going to sing a scale. This is an A-flat major scale. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. And this is the way vocalists can all read music together and understand what's going on in the score. And if you want to apply it to an actual song or aria, here is one aria. Oh, Dio vorrei morir, babbo pietà, pietà, babbo pietà, pietà. That's Thank you. And if you guys have learned anything tonight, I hope it's this, that opera is still alive, and it is being performed everywhere around the world, even here in Oklahoma City at the Jones Assembly. So how do I fit into this trajectory? I'm consistently recording, auditioning, self-branding, and learning to be the best performer that I can possibly be. And hopefully, through all of this hard work and passion, I will keep landing gigs to make my way up the ladder in the opera profession. Thank you again for having me tonight. Thank you for coming backstage to the opera and seeing what's really behind the curtain. And let's end with a big round of applause and saying bravo, because you learned how to say that tonight.